Well, thanks very much for coming on as a guest. I suppose we'll start off at the beginning. Could you just tell us who you are and what you do for McLaren?
Yes, my name's Alex. I'm an assistant site manager for McLaren. I've been at the business 2 years now, over 2 years. Yeah, it's going great.
Brilliant. And could you tell us about the division that you work for as well? Because I know that you're not part of the London division.
Not part of London. I'm part of Midlands and North. So I think we go from Northampton anywhere up above there. Yeah, so it's a bit different to the London region. Different projects. We build different things more or less compared to what they build down in London. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So for you then, where did it all begin in terms of your passion for construction or wanting to get in the industry? Where did it all start?
Mine's a strange one. Because when I was 18, I finished my A-levels and I applied for uni to go and do, I think it was paramedic science or sports science, something to do with science. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think about the industry, even though my family's in the industry. And all of a sudden I was sat at home, my dad opens the bedroom door and was like, "Son, do you want to get into the industry, construction industry?" I said, "Doing what?" And he said, "Oh, McLaren have got this," because he works with McLaren, he's a contracts manager for a paint and decorating firm. Mm-hmm. He said, "Oh, they're looking for a trainee site manager, blah, blah, blah." And I looked into it and I thought, you know what, I weren't too sure about uni, I'll give it a go. Mm-hmm. So I updated my CV, sent it into McLaren, had a meeting with a project manager, and week after I was on site, and ever since then I've loved it and I've grasped it. Yeah, really do enjoy it.
That's amazing. So that's a really
so it's
super
a bit of a strange one, but yeah.
And then what we're trying to do here as well is kind of highlight the different options available to people. So obviously, you didn't go down the university route, but you still got the position within McLaren. But is there any particular kind of certifications that you've either training up for at the moment, or any particular course? Just passed?
Yeah, so I did something called a High National Certificate, HNC Level 4. It's a 2-year course. I've had my certificate come through 2 weeks ago for that. And then I move on to something called a High National Diploma, HND, which is the one above that. That's only a year's course, and once I've got them two, if I want to go to uni, I can.
Yep.
I think because I've got them 2 certificates now, if I want to go to university, the length of time that I'm there for, I think, drops by a year or something.
Okay.
But yeah, the HNC I've got at the minute. HND
Congratulations.
Next, hopefully.
Congratulations. So for you then, obviously I know you've been with McLaren. What have they kind of done in terms of the training and development, and in terms of making sure that you're looked after and valued in the business then?
Oh, I'm looked after, 100%. Because I haven't really tried any other construction company. So it's more for me why I stayed at McLaren when I had job offers from elsewhere. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I started, the team that I was with, big shout out to Dave Newman. Team that I was with, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think they saw someone young, nervous come into the construction industry. It can be quite daunting, to be fair, when you're working with people twice your age. But no, they took me on, comforted me, gave me all the support I needed, all the knowledge I needed. Any questions I had, they just gave me the answers straight away. So yeah, they've done a lot, and then obviously Steve and Sam and the head L&D with all the workshops they put on, the monthly meetings that we have, catch-ups, and the support's amazing.
Brilliant.
Support is amazing. Yeah.
Tell us about some of the workshops. That sounds quite interesting.
So we'll do it. It's a quarterly workshop, so it's once every 3 months. All the apprentices and trainees across the region, so from where I am up north and down south, we all get together. And I think the last workshop was personality traits. Okay. So it was a whole day, and basically went into depth on different types of personalities. If someone behaves like this, it's because they've got this sort of personality. We did stuff on team building, character building, just different workshops each month, every 3 months on something completely different. And it's just to develop us as human beings, really, and going from a young person to a more grown-up mindset, really.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And just going back to what you said about the team being supportive for you, I think that's a reoccurring theme. Whether I'm speaking to directors or people just starting out, is that if you have that supportive team around you, then that's the thing that's going to make all the difference.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
that's all you. I think because I was young going into. I'm still young now, but because I was young going into it, and I didn't have I worked with my dad on the tools when I was younger, but nothing major. I think when you go into it, and there's a big construction site, and there's big machines everywhere. This is just personal experience. Big machines everywhere, and there's people twice your age, and there's no one your age, and you're the youngest one there, and you think everyone's giving you funny looks and frowns. It's terrifying at the start, but I think because McLaren have gave me that much support and brought me on so much as a person, and I've completely changed from within 2 years. The support is number one. Key.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
So if you could turn back the hands of time, speak to yourself when you first started off, what one bit of advice would you give?
Probably say never give up. I've had a lot of challenges while I've been at McLaren. I used to come home from work and I'd be upset, and my dad always used to say to me, just never give up, keep going, prove people wrong. I would tell myself to set targets, 100%. So in 2 years I want to do this, within 5 years I want to do this for the company. So I'd also tell myself that obviously you don't learn unless you make mistakes. Because when I used to make mistakes, I think it was like the end of the world. You think, oh bloody hell, that's it now, I'm going to lose my job. But no, I think the only way you develop as a person is learning from your mistakes. I think if you don't learn from your mistakes, then you've got a problem. But nobody's perfect, and you can't be perfect unless you make mistakes and learn from them and know what you did wrong, so next time it comes to it, you don't do wrong. So that's the biggest advice I would give. Excellent
bit of advice there for all our listeners who are just considering getting into the industry. That's a top bit of advice there, so thanks for sharing that. So just kind of finally then, could you talk to us a little bit more about the project that you're working on currently and any of the challenges that you face with that project?
So we built, it was a main headquarters for the whole West Midlands ambulance service. So it consists of many things. There's 2 big warehouses with basically an office block in the middle. The simplest way of describing it. There was a lot of things taking place there. So you've got training, so all the student paramedics are in there. All the paramedics coming from university go there to receive top-up training. You've got all of the chiefs, all of the different departments of the ambulance service for West Midlands are all in there. You've also got a separate garage there for something called the Heart Team, which is a specialist type of paramedic. They have their own unit. You've got mechanical garages in there. You've got warehouses where they store all the stock for the ambulances. So that was a good job, especially being local to home as well. That was a good job. Many challenges, many delays, because obviously during COVID, loads of delays. Money was tight, but no, we overcome it. Like I said earlier, never give up. We overcome it. We used to work late, in at 7 o'clock in the morning and work till 11 o'clock at night, but you push through it, you get through it, and the reward is you've got a brand new building now, which I'm still on, doing the snagging, and they love it. So it's a big reward.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming on as a guest on the podcast. I think some really, really good advice there and some really honest advice. So thanks very much for sharing your story.
Thanks for your time.
No worries.